I have come to learn, as I get more and more educated on this thing called life, or YouTube, that there are certain types of videos or styles of videos that vloggers routinely do to feed the fascination with their lives. So I did one kind of jokingly, which is the unboxing. But the two that I get, requested a lot are, what's your morning routine, and what do you eat and cook in the van? Now, I must have different YouTube watching habits because I watch YouTube to learn how to change out the heating element in my dryer, and then usually, like 3 hours later, I find myself on the 5th episode of how to talk to a giraffe in sign language. I'll save you some time and fascination. Here's my morning routine. It's not like other van channels where they fake yawn into the camera. Oh gosh. Oh. And then they make a cup of coffee on their $800 espresso machine and okay guys, I'm gonna go do beach yoga. No, that's not. No. What happens is the alarm goes off and then I hit the snooze button 8 times because I don't have a bus anymore. And then I pee in a bucket, I go to the gym, and I get on with my day. There it is. I'm not going to shoot that. I already have enough creepy messages from men to answer that you're not getting video of that. Sorry. And then the other one, what do I cook and eat in a van? All right. Here you go. I don't know why anyone would want to watch people cook and eat in their car or anywhere. I get that that's a YouTube thing, but that's one sidestep into fetish territory. I mean, what else do you want? Do you want to watch me floss? Moreover, I don't believe that anyone living in a van is putting that much time into these elaborate meals that they claim that they make every night. Chopping up food on their little mini cutting board, free-range carrots and quinoa, whatever the fuck quinoa is. I've had quinoa. To me, it looks and tastes like rice that just wasn't successful. Fills your belly and your bird feeder. The truth is, when you cook in your van, especially if you're using propane, the van gets super hot and everything in the van smells like what you cooked. So, you'll have a great meal and then you go to bed and put your head on the pillow and it smells like fajita. The truer story is that you're gonna eat the same shit you eat at home. You're just gonna do it in a van. The first time that I traveled across country was 2004, 2005, and back then we didn't have nearly the amount of urban sprawl and chain stores that we have today. The food that I ate in North Carolina, I can get in any state because the grocery stores all sell the same food. There's a Walmart around every corner. The fast food chains are the same. Every God-blessed town has a Starbucks. The only time where it got really country bumpkin and I was really limited on options was when I stayed out in rural Louisiana and got stuck in the sand, but otherwise that's it. So I get that the van channels sell this idea that once you get on the road you're going to be an outdoor culinary wizard, but it's just the same stuff. It's not exciting what I eat in a van because I eat like a toddler. I want food now and I don't want it to touch on the plate. I appreciate anybody that goes to the store and gets a bunch of ingredients and is like, sweetheart, let's start the Instapot. And 30 minutes later you have whatever the hell kind of mush comes out of an Instapot. But when I'm hungry now, I want to eat. That's the great thing about being single, is that you don't have to cook elaborate meals. You just eat when you want. So I don't have any fancy elaborate meals or menus to show you. It's here. I'll give you a typical breakfast. Are you ready for it? This is about as fancy as it gets. So I just finished working out and now I'm hangry. So this is a spatula. At this point I should probably add some really cool laid back band music. And this is peanut butter. It's extra crunchy and salted because I'm an American. Anytime I go abroad, I learn that most countries don't have peanut butter. That's insane. That's why maybe we're still the world's superpower. They've got this like brown, gooey, sugary, nasty shit called Nutella. You can't raise Olympians on Nutella. You can with Trader Joe's peanut butter. So you open it up, cue the music, okay? This is as exciting as it gets. You all wanted this, weirdos, okay? And then chances are I have forgotten to brought bread that day. So we're just gonna use these shitty rice cakes because they're cheap. Okay? There you go. These aren't organic. A whole rice field suffered to make these. These are not low carbon footprint rice cakes. Yeah? Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Now this is the shit where the oil raises to the top. You gotta stir it. Are you all learning something? You get the peanut butter, right? More than this. This is a lie. And when I'm having like a fat day, I just eat this right out of the jar. I can do whatever I want. Yep, just like that. This is van life. Get it in there. Jelly. Now jelly is expensive, so we're not going to use this today. There you go, sickos. It's not that interesting. And this is not that good. This is about as sexy as it gets. Or I just go buy bags of frozen vegetables and I throw them in a pot and put it on the stove with whatever cheap seasoning mix I can find. I mean, that's it. Domestic goddess I am not. I will say in regards to cooking and eating in a van that you have to go grocery shopping all the time. The truck fridge holds a lot of food, but any kind of fresh fruits and vegetables, like you're constantly shopping. You don't have a freezer, so you can't like store up food and then eat it as you want. So I am always in and out of a food store, and food costs so much more because I can't buy in bulk. Three times the quinoa. Anyway, there's not a whole lot to tell you about cooking in a van. Just go buy whatever the hell you want to eat and put it in here. Just know that when you cook, it gets super hot in here. Alright? That's pretty much the only valuable tip you need. Anytime I see a man buying flowers in a grocery store, I'm like, what'd you do? I will say, whatever your cooking devices are, whatever you enjoy cooking on, I don't exactly enjoy cooking on a propane stove, but it's not dependent on electricity. So when you are building out your van, what I did is I made a list of all the appliances that I wanted to use and then figured out how much power I would need. And ultimately, I can't really use any of them. I've had to get rid of all of them. Because the two 100 amp batteries I have are not going to power a modern appliance. Modern appliances are very fast and efficient, but they also use a lot of power. So, think of whatever you want to eat at home. Just what do you need to make that? How much power does that require? And how do I get it in this van? That's it. I do get a kick out of the van life videos where they're like, the 5 kitchen gadgets we can't live without, or the 5 van gadgets we can't live without. And it's always an adorable couple. And they'll hold up their Instapot, and then they've got like some $500 espresso maker and their water filtration system. And they're like, these are the things that we can't live without in van life. And I'm over here like, I can't live without my gun and my knives. So don't overthink it. And I hope that you learned something on how to put peanut butter on a rice cake. Okay, I hope that was worth your while. What it's like to eat and cook in a van, or lack thereof. I did, and this is a common problem that I've had, and I think it's actually more my fault than the plug of truck fridge, but the 12 volt plug for truck fridge comes loose a lot, and then I wake up in the morning and the fridge is warm. Unfortunately, my udder juice, yes, this came from a cow that might not have been treated that great. It did not come from a cashew. Now it's like 50 degrees, and I'm not trying to get food poisoning in this van, so I have to go food shopping. Want to go food shopping? I usually do all my grocery shopping at Walmart because that is where I'm parked. But today we're gonna be fancy. Walmart is the only grocery store where you feel bad asking them where things are because they're mean. They hate you there. You go up to them and you're like, excuse me, can you tell me where the Crystal Light is? They don't even make eye contact. They're like, 4. And you, oh, I'm so sorry, thank you, aisle 4, thank you. They're mean there. Milked oats. Milked oats. You can sell anything to a vegan. This has nothing to do with van life, but the modern day grocery store and modern day dating, there are lessons to be learned there. Now, when you go grocery shopping, they have the self-checkout aisle, and then they have the aisles where the clerks are. Now, the single people like me who've been single for a while, we have our financial shit together, we have great groups of friends, we have hobbies, we have lives, there's no hole in our soul because we have like daddy issues. You know, we are in the self-checkout aisle. We know exactly what we need to get. We only buy what we can carry with 2 hands so that we don't have to make trips back and forth. We even have the app on our phone to like speed this shit up. We've got this down to a science. We are in and out. Now, if you are one of those people who is married and looking, recently divorced, separated, wants to be divorced, whatever your deal is, and you've got like a bunch of kids, and you've got a huge mortgage, your finances are in just shambles because you didn't have a prenup. In your world, no, you need to be over there where the checkout clerk is because you need help. You've got all this stuff to manage, right? You need to be, she's gonna help you. She's gonna help you with all your stuff, but you need to be over there. What happens is, the single people, you're minding your own business, you're bagging up your groceries, and you turn around, and there he is. And he gives you that man half smile. He's shopping in the wrong lane. He needs to be over there with the checkout clerk and all the other people, all the other single people who are on their 2nd or 3rd marriage and have got all those kids and they need help. But he came over into the single lady aisle. And so you didn't see it coming. No. You were too busy minding your own business. But he saw you back in aisle 2. And he looked at you and said, my God, she's got 2 free hands. She probably has lots of free time, and she has a credit score that I can probably destroy with all my baggage. Oh yeah, he saw you aisles ago. So what you need to do, single lady, is you need to turn around, and when you see that man shopping in the wrong aisle, you need to look at him and smile and say, good luck with all that. You turn around and you said, do you need help? And that's right, I got you. And 3 months from now, on a Saturday morning, you're going to be like, why am I not sleeping in? And instead, I'm at Kingston and Sophia's joint birthday party and asking all the kids, who wants the flower piece of the cake? No, you got caught. The lesson is, in grocery shopping and dating in 2019, stay in your lane. I hope y'all have learned something in this video because boy did we get off topic. I'll see y'all later.